Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. So we have we have a pretty crazy topic to talk about today. Andre Iguodala came out and said that Stephen Curry is the second greatest player ever. Take that in. The second greatest player ever. Now, is he a bit biased? Yeah, of course. He's his teammate. It's always different when you play with a particular player. You always see you see like the bads more than other people do, but you also see the goods more than other people do. So of course he's gonna be a little bit biased in terms of that. However, he's completely wrong. Stephen Curry is not the second greatest player ever. I wouldn't even consider him top 10 yet in his career. He is top 25 though, without a doubt. Stephen Curry, the past ever since Kevin Durant came in 2016, he's been not forgotten about, but people don't praise him as much as they used to back in like 2014, 15, 2015, 16, right? But here's the thing about Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry, even with Kevin Durant, was still averaging nearly 30 throughout the playoffs, throughout the finals, throughout the regular season. I mean, he did not drop a beat since Kevin Durant came. And think about how dominant of a possession of a baller Kevin Durant is. He gets the ball probably 60-70% of the game. It's in his hand, probably even more than that. But yet this man, Stephen Curry, still averages nearly 30 a game in the regular season and in the playoffs. It's ridiculous. And now that Kevin Durant is injured and Stephen Curry and the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson, and that they're carrying the Golden State Warriors, it's starting to prove how great Stephen Curry is. Now, that doesn't mean Stephen Curry is the second greatest player of all time, because he's not. He's not top 10. I can list top 10. I can list 10 players that I think are better than Stephen Curry, without a doubt. We got LeBron, MJ, Tim Duncan, Shaq, Kobe. Oh, there's so many. There's like so many historical. I'll just leave it at that, because I don't want people to get upset if I leave someone out. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. There's clearly more players better than Stephen Curry, but Stephen Curry is definitely top 25 of all time. He's definitely one of the greatest guards ever. I mean, when we talk about dominant guards, we're talking Allen Iverson, we're talking Isaiah Thomas, we're talking Magic Johnson, Jason Kidd, John Stockton, Steve Nash. There's clearly more that I'm forgetting at this moment, but Stephen Curry is right up there on this list. I mean, when you look at the top players in the league, I've said this before, and I completely still agree with it. There are 3 players in this league right now that are so far ahead of everyone else that they make everyone else just look silly. You have LeBron James, you have Kevin Durant, and you have Stephen Curry. Those 3 players right there, there is not one single player that I did not name, meaning Kawhi, Giannis, James Harden, Dame Dollar, Kyrie. It doesn't matter who you're thinking of. There's not one of those all other superstar players that come close to those 3 players. Those 3 players aren't superstars. Those are like mega stars. Those are ginormous stars. I'm making words up. That's how dominant those 3 players are. There are no players in this league that come close to them. Okay, so I'm not surprised that Andre Iguodala thinks Stephen Curry is the second best ever. Do I disagree with him? Of course. I think most people will disagree with that. Will one day Stephen Curry be top 10? Maybe. It depends. Stephen Curry, from the looks of it, is going to win Finals MVP this year. Because I don't see Toronto beating Golden State. I don't see Milwaukee beating Golden State. Stephen Curry also should have won in 2015. Yeah, Andre Iguodala did a good job on LeBron, but LeBron still dominated that series. I think he still pushed it to 6 games by himself against that dominant Golden State team. This is legitimately possibly the greatest team of all time. And look what LeBron did to them. 3-1 in 2016, 2015, 4-6 games all by himself, averaged pretty much a triple-double in the finals. LeBron is ridiculous. Kevin Durant is ridiculous. Stephen Curry is ridiculous. Stephen Curry, right? They're all amazing players. But with Stephen Curry, with most likely going to win Finals MVP, because KD probably won't come back to like Game 2, Game 3. With Stephen Curry winning Finals MVP, that's going to solidify him. He should have 2. This should have been his second one that he's going to win, but history is history. You can't live in the past, right? But here's the thing. When he gets that Finals MVP, he has his regular season MVPs. He's the greatest shooter in NBA history. There probably won't be a player that comes even close to this man. So we're looking at we're looking at possibly a top 3 to top 4 guard in NBA history. Not possibly. We are definitely looking at guards. Like, obviously, if I'm talking about point guards. Obviously, if I'm talking about guards, MJ, Kobe, and D Wade, I mean, come on, let's be real, right? But Stephen Curry is up there, man. He's not as good as MJ. He's not as good as Kobe. He's not as good as D Wade. But one day, when he hangs it all up, people will appreciate how dominant Stephen Curry's career was. And if this man hadn't injured his ankles early in his career, he would have been dominating earlier. So I don't say Stephen Curry's top 2. I don't say that. I don't think Stephen Curry is after LeBron or after MJ or whoever you have as your greatest player of all time. But I will sit here and tell you this. Stephen Curry is definitely top 25, and he's not in the 20s. I would say he's probably like, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, around there. Kevin Durant's probably in the top 10 already. When you look at this team, I mean, this is going to be a separate video. I'll get into this in more in depth later. But for everyone saying, like, oh, Kevin Durant's leaving. Like, why? Why would he leave? It just doesn't make sense. Look at his team. He's playing with Stephen Curry, one of the top 20 players in NBA history. He's playing with Klay Thompson, one of the greatest shooters in NBA history. He's playing with Draymond Green, a really good dominant player right now in this modern NBA. In the modern NBA, you got DeMarcus Cousins, who's dominant. You got 5 All-Stars in your starting lineup. It is legitimately an all-star team. Kevin Durant ain't leaving. Anyway, man, Stephen Curry is not the second. I'm sorry for clapping my freaking leg this whole time. Stephen Curry is. I just realized how annoying that was. Stephen Curry is not the second greatest player of all time. However, he definitely is top 20 to top 25, depending on your opinion. Me personally, I have him around 17, 18, 19, 20, like around there. It's been your man, Steve. I'm out, man. Peace.